Hello, beautiful yogis. Welcome back to day 40 of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge. All right, so yesterday we softened, we restored, we released those tight muscles, and today we are picking that energy right back up with a sweaty power flow, adding a little spice to our practice today. So this practice will focus on some strong legs, standing balance, core work, and that side body strength with some optional arm balances and an optional inversion for those who want to explore a deeper practice. I will be offering choices and modifications throughout, so make sure you listen for those, listen to your body, take breaks when you need to, and stay connected to your breath. Also, if you've been enjoying these practices and want to support the channel, we greatly appreciate you. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. I also have additional resources available if you're interested in building deeper strength, balance, and skill work beyond these daily practices. You'll always find those linked below, and they are always optional. All right, let's get started. I will meet you at the top of the mat. All right, yogis, let's go ahead and make our way to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes together, heels slightly apart, tail down, belly in, heart lifted. Back is flat, shoulders come up, back and down, chin is tucked, eyes are closed. Reaching those fingertips towards the floor, let's just begin to feel rooted and grounded through the feet. Maybe even imagining that your feet are growing roots, grounding down, planting you firmly into your practice and into the earth. And now bringing your awareness to your breath. Let's find that Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Try not to let that core go or that chin tuck. Stay elevated through the spine, even as you connect to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Creating that audible breath. The breath scrapes the back of the throat even on your inhale. So that light growl. And now that you've arrived and allowed all of the day to just melt right off, bringing you into your center, into your practice, let's set our intention. Inhale, lift those arms above the head. On the exhale, hands heart center. Set the intention for your practice today. So what has brought you to your mat? And what are you looking to cultivate or achieve in this time that we have together? And once you've set that intention, send the energy down. We're going to get into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation. As those palms touch, gently open up the eyes. Exhale. Inhale, really feel the reach here, lifting those fingertips towards the ceiling. On that exhale, keep that spinal extension as you fold. Hands come down, frame the feet, forehead towards the shins. Weight is in the toes. Trying to keep all that weight out of the heels. And then inhale, take a flat back. And exhale and fold. Inhale, take another flat back. And exhale, take another fold. Shifting your weight towards the toes. Feeling a deepening of the hamstrings and calves, maybe even a little in the ankles. Start to open. Inhale, take a flat back. And on that exhale, fold. Inhale, look through, bend your knees, plant your hands, take that right foot, step back. Just settle real quickly into your lunge and just allow that back leg start to open. Feel that hip start to let go. Inhale and exhale, step that left foot back. Finding your plank, tuck your tail. Looking slightly forward beyond the mat. Keep pushing the shoulders away. If you need to, drop your knees. Inhale, and on your exhale, lean forward. Maybe this time for the first round, we drop those knees. Elbows graze your sides, so straight back. Use those chest muscles, tricep muscles. Come down, chaturanga. Roll over the shoulders, come up, little baby cobra. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, pick it up, curl the toes, send it back. Take a child's pose, 2 breaths here. Settle in, 1 more breath. And exhale, come into down dog, 1 breath. Settle in, push back. Round those armpits under. And on your exhale, walk it to your hands. Take that flat back, shoulders down the back, chin is tucked. So there should be no tension in the neck, so that spine is long. Inhale and exhale, take that fold. Inhale, flat back, teed arms, shoulder blades pinch, rise to the top. And exhale, samastitihi. Let's take it down for the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, bend your knees, plant your hands, left foot steps back, find your lunge here. Settle in, lift your belly. Feel those muscles release and let go in that hip flexor, but also feel a little bit of strengthening start to happen as they support you. So as we're lengthening them, we're still strengthening them. Belly lifts. Inhale, and on your exhale, lean forward, step that front foot back, find your plank, tuck your tail. Hold it. Push. Inhale and exhale, drop those knees, lean forward. Do not let that arch come back into your back. Lower down, modified chaturanga as slow as you can to the floor. Roll it up, little baby cobra. Exhale, take it down. Curl the toes, push it up, push it back. This time we're gonna hold for one breath here in your down dog, or in your child's pose. And then exhale, we're gonna hold it in down dog for 2 breaths this time. Switching it up a little bit, rolling those armpits under, flattening out that back here. Really push into those heels, hips are high. And exhale, gaze between those hands, walk it forward. Roll the shoulders back, flat back. Inhale and exhale, fold. Slight bend in the knees. This time, let's roll it to the top. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. All right, let's add a little bit to this warm-up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands in prayer, right foot steps back. Rise it up, crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale, cactus. And frame that foot, kick it back. Maybe you stay on your toes this time for chaturanga, or stick with that modified version. No harm in that. Lean forward. On those tippy toes, elbows straight back. Inhale, rise it up, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. 1. Pick up the belly. 2. And 3. Gaze between those hands. Start to walk those feet forward. Roll the shoulders back, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, teed arms, rise. Exhale, hands in prayer. Release it out. Inhale, take that left leg, step it back, rise. Inhale and exhale, cactus. Frame that foot, go down, vinyasa. Lower down. Do not let your shoulders dip past your elbows. Inhale, rise. Exhale, send it back. 3 breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Let's add a little bit to that. Inhale, take up that right leg. Knee into the chest, foot between the hands. Rise it up. Inhale and exhale, cactus. Inhale, rise. Lean forward, hands in prayer. Lean forward, back tippy toe. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Send it back. Weight is in that back heel. We're going to pulse it down. So you can even bend that back knee a little bit. Peel your heart open. We're going to pulse it in that front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reach it up. Inhale and exhale, cactus. Inhale, frame that foot. Kick it back, 3-legged dog. Drop it down, chaturanga, lean forward, lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. And 3, inhale, pick up that left leg nice and high. Knee deep into the chest, drop that foot between the hands. Rise it up, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands in prayer. Lean forward, back tippy toe, hold it. 1, all the weight is in that leg. 2, 3, rise it back up. Inhale, maybe you bend that back knee, lean back a little bit. Weight is in that front leg, very little in that back leg. We're going to pulse it in that front leg for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Frame that foot, kick it back. Take your chaturanga, lower down or skip it. Exhale, downward dog. You can take a child's pose here if you'd like. We're going to take 5 breaths this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, pick up that right leg nice and high. We're going to find that foot between the hands, find your lunge. All right, here, instead of the crescent lunge, we're going to drop that back heel down. Hips are square. Push through that back heel as we rise. Take that warrior 1. No matter where you are, if that heel has to come up, let it come up, but we want to have those hips square. Heart is open. Inhale, hold it. We're going to pulse it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Open it up, warrior 2. Stay down. Get low. Pick up that heel. 1, 2, 3. Drop it down, reverse it. Inhale and exhale. Take it down. Kick it back, 3-legged dog. Drop it down. Skip your chaturanga, stay in your down dog, or come through, take a chaturanga. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we all meet in down dog. Inhale, we pick up that left leg nice and high. Knee into the chest, foot between the hands. Spiral that back heel down. If the flexibility is there, hips are square. Push into that back heel as you rise. Inhale, come up, hips are square, really active through that back leg. Hands can come together. Pulse it, 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale, open it up. Find your warrior 2. Maybe wiggle that back foot out a little bit. Settle in. Your heel is in line with the arch of that back foot. Shoulders are down your back. Pulse it, 1. Actually, pick up the heel. Pulse it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. And drop it down, vinyasa. Kick it through. Remember, you can stay in your down dog or take your chaturanga. This time we hold for 5 breaths. Take your break. If you need to, take a child's pose. 1. Now remember, this is meant to get you sweaty. Your heart rate is meant to come up. It is meant to challenge you. So if you feel challenged, then great. Invite the challenge. The objective of the yoga practice is not the pose. It is, can you meet yourself in this moment and allow whatever it is to be? And anything that arises within the pose, can you allow that to sit within you, even as it stirs, and be unbothered by it, unmoved by it, and still secure in knowing who you really are and what you really are capable of, even if in this moment it is not proving that. Let's take one more breath. Awesome job. All right, let's make our way to the front of the mat. Go ahead and take your gaze between those hands. Slowly start to walk those feet forward. Take your flat back. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back here. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale, flat back. Maybe this time we wrap those hands around, finding a deeper expression of the pose. Weight shifts towards those toes. And exhale, take that flat back. Go ahead and tee out those arms, shoulder blades pinch, rise it to the top. Inhale and exhale, Samastitihi. Awesome job. All right, hopefully everybody is nice and warm, feeling a little sweaty already. Let's go ahead and find our balance pose. Bring your hands in prayer. We're gonna find tree pose. So starting on that, we're gonna stand on that left side. So starting with that right leg up, find your tree. So here we wanna make sure that that foot is in the center, knee is pushing away, and you're lifted through your legs. So you're firmly planted in your roots of your tree. Hands can come into your prayer, your tail is tucked. And if you would like to open up those branches, reaching towards the sky, taking your gaze high, And see how that really changes the transfer of balance. And if your branches start to sway in the wind, just go with it. And exhale, bring your hands back down into prayer. Bring that foot in towards the front. Either stay here or reach down and grab a hold of that big toe, wrapping around with those peace fingers. Hands gonna come to the hip on the left side. So here we're pulling that foot up and in. So think like happy baby, but standing. So a version of happy baby rather. And then if that feels nice, good, stable, you can go ahead and progress it, leading with the heel, pushing the heel out like you're trying to push that wall in front of you away, but you're resisting that push with your arms, pulling that femur in towards its socket, pulling that shoulder in towards the socket. Belly stays in, we're nice and lifted, nice and strong. Dristi's at your nose tip. Inhale, and on your exhale, you can take it out to the side. This arm on the left side can be your counterbalance, whatever you need. Let it support you. Bring it back into the center. Pull in, like you're trying to bring that chin towards the shin. And then can you release that foot, hold it up. Keep pulling it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step it back, crescent lunge. Inhale. And exhale, hands in prayer. Coming into your figure 4 chair. Settle in. So we're burning out this hip, this leg here. Nice and stable. Hands can stay here. Or bringing those forearms towards that shin. Resting down, deepening through that hip on the right side. Hands can even plant. And if you have it, you can always take that flying pigeon or deepen, just deepen through. And then inhale, gaze forward. Pull that belly in, bring your hands back into prayer if they're not already. We're gonna come out the way we came, back into your crescent rise. Exhale, cactus those arms, take it down. Vinyasa, skip the chaturanga or add it in if you want that extra work, but make sure those shoulders do not dip past those elbows. Upward dog, downward dog. We'll hold for 3 before moving into the next side. And then we'll take after the next side, we'll take our longer rest. So this is just to reset your body, set your mind, your breath. All right, let's go ahead and make it into the other side. Gaze between those hands. We're gonna step, walk, or jump to the front of that mat. Inhale, stay in your chair. Exhale, see if you can keep that belly connected to the thighs as you fold. Inhale, take your flat back on your exhale, tee those arms, rise it to the top. Inhale and exhale, samastitihi, shoulders roll back, heart is open. Inhale, bring those hands into prayer, finding that tree pose on that left leg. So now we're standing on the right leg. That left leg is gonna come into tree. So that foot is coming in as high up on the leg as you can possibly get it, pushing that knee out as far as you can while staying square and centered. So this requires a lot of that external rotation in that hip. Now, if these balances are still challenging, then you can go at any place for tree, as long as you are putting a lot of that weight on that one standing leg. It doesn't matter what this leg is doing necessarily as we're building to the pose. All right, everything's pulled in. We're finding the balance. Inhale, we're lifting, growing strong through our roots, rising, taking the gaze up towards the ceiling, challenging that balance, feeling the openness of the external rotation of the hip. Shoulders are going to come down your back. You're nice and strong and stacked. Inhale and exhale, hands come back into prayer. Bring that foot towards the center. Flex the foot like you're going to stomp the floor. Right hand comes to the hip. Reach down, grabbing hold of the big toe with that peace finger. Pulling that leg back. So again, like that happy baby. We're active through the shoulder here. We're active in the hip joint of that left side. Your chin is gently tucked, gaze over that dristi. Or Tristy, over that nose tip. Gaze over the nose tip. All right, inhale and push with that heel. And so instead of letting that shoulder being pulled from the socket, we pull it back and we lift it up and rise. If the knee needs to bend, let it bend as you work towards the pose. Send it out to the side, expanding on that external rotation of that hip. Nice and strong and active through the core. Inhale, coming back into the center, pull, bringing belly to the thigh, maybe chin towards the shin. It's a tongue twister. All right, and then exhale, release the toe. Can you keep it up? Rise. 1, 2, 3, squeeze in. Don't use your hip flexor for this. Use your core. 4 and 5. On your exhale, step it back, rise. Inhale and exhale, hands in prayer. Step it through, figure 4 chair. Settle right on in, deepen through. Awesome job. Settle in. Again, maybe you reach towards the floor, deepening through that stretch. If you already have your flying pigeon, go ahead and take that now. If that is not in your practice, then no worries. And if that is something that you would like to bring into your practice, I could always make a tutorial. And there's also some resources that will help you build the strength and the ability to gain access to those poses, first to build a strong foundation. All right, go ahead and come right back up, bringing those forearms towards that shin. We're coming out of it the way we came. Can you control it back into your crescent? Inhale and exhale, cactus. Frame that foot, kick it back. Drop it down. Come through. Optional chaturanga, you can stay in that down dog, or if you want the chaturanga in between, take it on your knees or on your toes. Remember, they're always optional. Now we're going to take our 5 breaths. If you need to, come down into your child's pose. You can even keep your arms extended or let them drape over those knees. Or again, we're going to finish off our rest in that down dog position. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Go ahead and drop those knees. Walking those knees slightly back, walking those hands slightly forward, dropping those hips. Let's take a couple spinal waves here. You can release your toes, almost like that down dog between little baby cobra and upper dog, sorry, in between upper dog. All right, and then exhale, we're gonna wave it back. Inhale, wave it forward. Exhale, wave it back. Inhale, wave it forward. Open up, exhale, send it back. Inhale, roll it. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, roll it up. Inhale, send it back. All right, let's rest in our child's pose for a moment. Bring those hands back behind you. Let the shoulders drape over those knees. And just taking a breath or two here. And then inhale, go ahead and reach that forward. Roll it on up, curl those toes. Coming on up into that downward facing dog. Inhale, pick up that right leg nice and high. Knee deep into the chest, find your way to the front of the mat and your lunge. Planting that left hand down, spiral open with that right arm deep and through here. Inhale and exhale, take that right hand to the inner side, inner part of the thigh, inner part of the foot. Drop that back knee, peel your chest through, belly lifts. Inhale and exhale, lean forward, pick up the back knee, spiral the back foot, open it up, taking the twist in the other direction. So that left arm is up now. All right, inhale, plant the hand. Now on your exhale, stepping that front foot back into side plank, open it right on up. You can stagger those feet. If this is a lot, drop that back knee down. Find that stagger stance. Holding here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you take your tree side plank. Side plank, come back. Skip the chaturanga or take it. Upward dog, downward dog. Inhale, left leg. Knee into the chest, foot between the hands. Find your lunge, drop the back knee, peel your heart. All right. Inhale, come through, let that back knee float, shift your weight back into the heel. Right hand plants down, open up that left arm. Spiraling open. Inhale and exhale, take that hand to the inside of the foot, spiral the back heel, open up that right arm. If this is too intense, you can always bring that elbow to the knee or place your hand on a block. Inhale, go ahead and find that lunge with the foot to the outside of the hand. And now moving into that side plank. So go ahead and pick it up, send it back. Find your version. Either stay here or take that tree. Lift those hips. And exhale. Skip the chaturanga or take it. Upward dog. Just make sure those elbows aren't going out to the side. They're straight in line with your torso. All right, we're going to take 5 breaths before moving on to an expansion of that series. So remember, you can always take child's pose, get a drink of water, towel off if you need to, whatever your body needs. All right, we got 1 more breath though. We're gonna get into the next part of the series, again, expansion. If that felt pretty challenging for you and you already felt like you were really at the max of your challenge, then I want you to repeat what we just did. Otherwise, we're going to evolve it and explore, okay? So the best thing you can do is explore. If you get there and then you struggle and you gotta come back down, that's okay. That's still a win. That is still a win. All right, inhale, let's pick up that right leg. And exhale, foot between the hands. Drop that back knee. Peel the heart. You can release the toe or keep it up. Inhale and exhale, curl that back toe. Lean forward, back knee floats. Left hand plants, right arm opens. Inhale and exhale, plant that hand down. Spiral the back heel, come open. All right, this is where we're gonna expand it. Bring that hand back down. Here, we're gonna take a hold of that big toe. We're gonna come into star side plank. Spiral that back heel down. Can you open it up with that toe? Maybe you have some variation of it and you're just working on getting a hold of the foot. You do not have to have that arm or that leg totally extended. Inhale and exhale. Can you bring it back to that starting position? Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, shoot it back. All right, we're gonna take that fallen star. Inhale, bring that knee into the chest. Spiral on that back heel. Foot's gonna come through. You can drop that toe towards the floor, stack it open, or grab that foot, open it up. And exhale, release it, 3-legged dog. Inhale and exhale, take it down. Moving into that other side, we'll take a break when we're done. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, knee into the chest. Foot between the hands. Drop that back knee down. Heart peels open. Inhale, lean forward, let that back knee float. Shift the weight back into the heel. Planting right hand down, stack those shoulders, open it up. Enjoy your stretch. Let this be a moment where you can catch your breath. Exhale, left hand down, spiral that back heel, open it up, right arm up. Remember, this is not you against me, this is you against you. This is you being able to invite yourself into a challenge. And no matter what it brings up for you, you are unchanged, unaltered, unbothered. All right, go ahead and grab a hold of that big toe. Spiraling the back heel, open it up. Finding that peace and that discomfort, watching the inner monologue. 4 and 5, coming back into that space. Inhale. All right, we're going to take that fallen star. Lean forward, pick it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, come through, spiral that back heel down. Kick it through, either the toe down or up, or you grab a hold. 1, 2, get those hips high. 3, 4, keep pushing through the shoulder. And 5, release it, three-legged dog. Child's pose, downward dog, or vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. All right, we get to take our 5-breath break here. Enjoy it. Child's pose or down dog. All right, wonderful job. Inhale, gaze between those hands. We're going to find our way to the front, step, walk, or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, teed arms rise. And exhale, samasthiti. Inhale, bring your hands into prayer. On your exhale, right leg steps way back, rise it up. Inhale. Exhale, come through star. Open up those arms. Toes point out to the front corners of your mat, turning those heels in as wide as you can. Come down, taking your goddess pose. So here we're really trying to push those knees open. We're trying to tuck that tail and settle in so that torso can come straight down without those knees caving in. So we want to really be active, pushing those knees away. Heart is open, shoulders come together. We're going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick up a heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it down. Pick up another heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it down. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, rise it up. Toes now point forward. Outer edges are along the short edge of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Interlace those fingers. Prasarita. Pull those arms down, the hands down, opening up the shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Fold. And pull that mat apart as we come up, rise. Inhale and exhale, hands in prayer. Toes point to the corners of the mat. Heels come in. Settle into your goddess pose. All right, we're going to pulse it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay low. Inhale, rise. Arms up. Lean into the left side, straighten the leg. Come down, stretch out that inner thigh. Inhale, rise it up, settle back into your goddess. Inhale, rise those hands. Lean into the right side. Exhale, plant those hands, stretching into the left thigh. And then inhale, rise it up to center, settle back into your goddess. All right, we're going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick up that heel. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it. Pick up the other heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it. Both heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heels down, rise. Outer edge in line with the short edge of your mat. Fold. Prasarita. Hands down. Crown down. Inhale and exhale. Walking those hands in towards those, or through those legs. And if that crown comes down, let it come down, weight shifts forward. If you're leaning all your weight into your heels, then you could hyperextend those hamstrings. So we really want to lean forward. So maybe instead of hands coming back, you bring your elbows down and getting used to the openness of that forward lean. All right, inhale, take your flat back. Bring your hands to your hips. Pull them out apart, rise on the exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the hips, roll the shoulders back. Pull those elbows towards each other. We're gonna do one more, actually, two more. One more after this. All right, so we really wanna open up those inner thighs. We're gonna go into headstand after this. If that headstand is not in your practice, if that tripod headstand or forearm headstand is not in your practice, then you will skip this. If you want to explore, I strongly recommend you really working on tutorials first if you've never explored it before. Pull them out apart, rise it to the top. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Hands in prayer, release it. All right, inhale, lift. Exhale, take your hands down. This is the last of it. All right, so if you're a little too far forward on your mat, step it back, place your hands down. Mat peels, lean forward. Elbows bend, crown down. Again, you can take your forearms here, bringing the chin deep into the chest, or tripod headstand. Now, we are not going to workshop this today. We're just going to go right on into it. So if it is in your practice, take it. If it is not, then skip it. If you can get your hair out of the way. Leaning forward. Prepare. And come on down if you're up. As slow and controlled as you can. Inhale, take your flat back. Exhale, take your fold. Wave it to the top. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands in prayer. We're going to turn those left toes out. Spiral open, rise. Wide mat, wide feet. We're going to settle into yogi squat. Hands in prayer. Hips hinge. Settle down. Awesome, awesome job. Taking that yogi squat, letting that heart rate come down just a little bit. Towel off, get a drink of water, whatever your body needs in this moment, honor that. We are almost done, ready for cool down. One more series. One more challenge. You can do it. We're going to go into our crow pose or our side crow or side crow prep. Okay? All right, placing those hands down, lean forward, straighten those legs. Grabbing those elbows, pull down. And release those arms. Inhale, take your flat back. Inhale, and on your exhale, walk on over to that left side. Take the feet over to the left side. We're going to settle down, taking side crow. So here you're either working on your perch, or we're going to take inhale and exhale. Really hook that elbow. So actually, I'm going to start on this side first so I can show you a little bit better. So we're going to come down. So you're on your perch. Inhale, lift it up. On your exhale, that elbow is coming towards the knee, pushing it away. You can plant your hands to the front or to the side, whatever feels right for you. We're going to set it on up. Again, if this is not something in your practice, then skip it. Just working on the flexibility. Hop it back. Inhale, open. Exhale. Downward dog. All right, let's do that other side. Come up onto those toes. Step, walk, or jump. Yogi squat. Settle in. And on your exhale, come forward. We're going to take it to the other side. So walking on over into your right side, take the foot to the right. I did it opposite that time, so I'm going to go to the other side. So coming onto your perch, just maybe you find your depth, getting used to planting your arms down, pushing those knees away, or you take your full on pose. Really hook that elbow in. If you want a tutorial on this, let me know. I'll also help you with this. And upward dog. Downward dog. Awesome job. All right, let's come all the way down. Take your gaze forward. Step, walk, or jump to a cross-legged seat. Settle in. All right, straighten those legs. All right, toes towards the shins. Open up. All right, so we're gonna do 3 more exercises, and then we're gonna do a quick cool down and then our Shavasana. So this is kind of part of that cool down, but not really. All right, so we're gonna do some leg lifts for core and some hip lifts for core. We may skip the hip lifts. We'll see how that goes. All right, so go ahead and bring the toes towards the shin, placing the hands down. We're gonna have those hands forward, hollow out, round. Pull that right hip in. We're gonna pick it up. 1, 2, 3, squeeze, 4, 5, drop it down, other side, pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job. Can you do double? 1, 2. Don't let the hip flexors do the work. 3, 4, 5. Drop it down. All right, this is home stretch. Place the hands, roll the shoulders back, lean forward. We're just gonna lift those hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, come onto your back. Inhale and exhale, come down. Drop those feet. Crossing right leg over left. Either stay here and wrap those arms around, so stacking elbows, and then you'll do your elbow taps here and just let the toes tap, and this is your crunch. Get that upper back up off the mat. If you have it in your practice, then you'll hook that bottom foot, eagle arms. Inhale, knee to elbow tap. So tap that toe, maybe the finger taps behind you, and then bring those 2 points together and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for 10. We're burning it out. Almost there. 8, 9, 10. Hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come out of it. Exhale. Release it. We'll come back to it. Just bring those knees together and take your twist. Look over that right shoulder. Breathe. And then inhale, coming back into the center, squeeze it in, drop those knees down. Left leg crosses over right knee. So finding your bind, and then we change those arms. Eagle arms, so find whichever version. All right, now we're gonna do our taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, almost there. 5, halfway. 6, squeeze it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job. Release it. Go poster T those arms. Take a twist. Gaze over that left shoulder. Fantastic job. All right. All that work is finally over. Now we're going to let that heart rate come all the way down. Inhale, come back into your center. Take a happy baby, grabbing hold of soles of the feet. Push down. Maybe you rock side to side. Letting all that energy come down. Releasing any expectations that you had, any judgments that you had for yourself. And then exhale, bring those knees together. All right, let's take plow pose. So modification, so you can even just have your legs towards the wall. Hands can be at your lower back, or a block can be there. Or we're gonna take those feet all the way behind the head, as far back as your body will allow. So remember here, we're not trying to crunch in through the throat, we're creating space. So you're really lifting up, think up and out rather than back and down. And keep creating space between chin and chest. You can interlace those fingers, opening up the heart and shoulders. And then on your exhale, release your bind, tuck your tail. See how slow and controlled you can come down. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock side to side, turning your chin from one side to the other. Stretching out that neck. And then exhale, drop those feet down. Crossing right leg over left. We're gonna goal post or tee those arms, pick up those hips, shift them to the right, knees drop to the left, taking our twist. I love adding twists in my cool down. You'll see them in almost every one, because I do believe in twists a lot, what they do for our spine and our hip, and just the connection between our upper and lower, and the way that they are detoxifying for the body. Not that the body is toxic. That's a conversation for another day, but all right, inhale, squeeze in towards the chest. Pick it up, we're gonna switch those sides. Crossing that leg, inhale, pick it up. Send the hips to the left, knees drop to the right, gaze to the left shoulder. This is also gonna give you a nice stretch along your chest, your shoulder, your neck. Wringing out all that tension and effort and work that we put in today. Hopefully you got sweaty today. If so, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, let me know that in the comments too. Maybe we gotta add to the spice level a little bit. I don't know. All right, on your exhale, come back into your center. Pick up those hips. Last hug and inhale. Exhale, draw that right knee into the chest. Take your left leg long. Stretch out that hip flexor. Inhale, and on your exhale, bring that left knee into the chest. Take that right leg nice and long. Inhale, draw both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe you tell yourself something nice. You practice that self-love and just remind yourself how great of a job that you're doing and how capable and strong that you are. Pouring into your own cup a little bit here. And now let's take that energy on down. Bring those feet to the floor. All right, soles of the feet can come together, taking that Supta Baddha Konasana to help open up through that external rotation of the hip, or go right into your full-on Shavasana pose, whatever your body feels that it needs. But as we settle in, allowing that body to settle and rest a little more, take a moment to bring that awareness in, to release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing the jaw and unfurrowing the brow. Allow your shoulders to soften. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your inhales and exhales. Maybe even follow the breath. The journey of the breath as it enters and exits the body. And if the mind wanders, With love and kindness and patience, continue to bring that awareness to the breath. Just like anything, it is a practice, and with time and practice, it will get easier. But try not to judge yourself, and just allow yourself to be in this moment as you are. There's nothing to fix. You are not broken. You have everything you need, and you are all that you need to be. It is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you already are. It is not about stepping into a version of you. It is shedding all of the layers that were not you, so you can embody that highest version that you were always born to be. Now let's carry that energy with us into our full-on Shavasana, where I'll leave you in silence. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, go ahead and bring those knees together. Tucking that tail under deeply, protecting that lower spine as you straighten your right leg. Keep it tucked. Straighten your left leg. Keep it tucked. Inhale and exhale, release it all down. Enjoy your Shavasana. And now, wherever you've begun to drift off to, let's come back to the body, come back to the breath. If you need a longer Shavasana, you're more than welcome to stay. Press pause. Otherwise, follow me. Let's begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Rolling the wrists and ankles. Bending those knees and elbows. And whenever you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side and just allow your head to rest on your arm like a pillow. Inhale and exhale, letting all of that residual tension that may have entered your field to just release and melt right off and into the floor, into the earth. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and extend that top leg using the top arm to press yourself to that nice, comfortable seated position. Trying not to open up the eyes so you don't disturb the peace that you've worked so hard to create. Bring the hands to the knees, palms face up for that mudra of receiving. So what are you receiving into your space? Inhale, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Tail is tucked, belly is in, chin is tucked. Let's take another deep breath. And exhale. Notice any shifts and changes in your body, your breath, your physical space. And from this place of awareness, inhale, lift those arms above the head. On your exhale, hands heart center. Setting the intention for the rest of your day. So did anything arise within your practice that you would like to cultivate? Anything that any intention that you would like to set for the rest of your day so you can continue to carry your practice well beyond your mat. The physical place is one place for us to practice yoga, but it is not the only place. So how can we apply that practice outward? In our thoughts, our words, and our actions, and how we show up for ourselves, for our day, and for the world. And once you've set that intention, send the energy down, grounding it into the earth. Send it all the way up to the universe for manifestation and creation. Palms touch, hands heart center. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be peaceful, may I be filled with love. May all beings throughout time and space be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be filled with love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. All right, awesome job. As always, it is such a pleasure to guide you along this beautiful journey, and I really appreciate your time and your energy and your support. If you have been following along and you've already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting this channel and this mission. If you have not subscribed and you do enjoy these classes, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button so we can continue to create these videos for you for free every week. All right, I am so looking forward to seeing you back here for day 41, same mat, new challenge. Namaste.